Happy April, water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. This reading is for you. There has been so much big energy out there lately. We had eclipse season, we had a lot of retrogrades, and finally we're heading into an energetically calmer month. So I'm excited to see what the cards have in store for you. I'm excited to see what they hold for you. And if you're new here, hi, I'm Maggie. I'm a tarot reader, astrologer, passive regression practitioner, and just all around woo-woo gal. I do readings for every single zodiac sign at the start of every single month. And I also do some witchy, informative, and lifestyle content. So if that sounds like your cup of tea, please hit subscribe and hang around. Also, if these readings really resonate with you, I do have a link below in the description where you can book a one-to-one reading with me if you're so called to do that. But let's just kick it right off and get started with Cancers. So let's just jump straight into it. We're starting here with the Page of Wands reversed. This is saying that maybe you feel like you're really not taking forward action, like you've really been hitting some roadblocks, and this isn't just in like big things, but even in like your day-to-day life. You feel like your routines, you feel like your regular life is sort of hindered, has sort of been set back. It's like literally you go to make coffee in the morning and the machine won't turn on. Like just there's been a lot of pause energy, a lot of slowing down energy. You feel like the retrogrades maybe or the eclipse season has really been hitting you. You're like, okay, what is going on here? You just feel sort of stopped at every turn. And I think for a lot of you, you've been spreading your energy too thin. You've been giving your energy to people who don't deserve it. And you've just been really like scattered with that energy. You actually are being called to put some walls up, put some defenses up. We have the Nine of Swords here. It's saying, you know what? You need to put up some defenses, some boundaries. Your energy, your attention, everything's being too scattered. And so no wonder you keep hitting roadblocks. The universe is A, trying to slow you down, and B, you're like not paying attention, so you mess things up. Once you start to be more intentional with where all of your energy is going, I think you're going to notice that that's all the shift it takes to start receiving again, to start seeing the benefits of your actions, the benefits of the hard work that you put in. You're actually in really opportune energy right now. The problem is you're not concentrating. The problem is people are taking your energy, people are taking your opportunities, people are just like energy vampires around you. There's people who take advantage of you. There's just this feeling maybe of a little bit of people pleasing, a little bit of like really putting other people's needs before your own, but you actually hold the world in your hands right now. We have the Two of Wands and also the Ace of Cups. It's saying you're actually in fresh, new energy. You've just been having a hard time tapping into it because you've been pulled in so many energetic directions, and some of that is because of all the stuff going on in the sky, so it should get easier in April, but it's only going to continue through April, and you'll miss out on this fresh energy, feeling rejuvenated, feeling aligned, if you continue to allow your energy to go to so many different places. It's time to get clear and intentional. It's saying it's time to fall back in love with the vision again, and you are going to fall in love with your life, with the path that you're on. Once you scale back what you're doing, maybe just start and do some things you really know you love. Hang out with a one person that your energy feels really good around, and then notice as your energy gets dragged out and taken to places it doesn't want to be as you add things in, and then you'll know where those boundaries have to be. This is not a time for relationships. This is not a time to be deepening a connection or doing things for other people as much. I mean, that doesn't mean you have to be totally like, nope, this is just about me, I'm not helping you with something that you need, but it does mean that relationships and building those and helping people and putting your energy outwards is not your priority this month. And what you're going to notice is this huge energetic shift. If you like to work with the chakras at the energy center, you're going to feel all this energy starting to come in that solar plexus, which is like right here. Oh, that was hard to stand up because I'm in a rocking chair, which is like right here, right in your upper abdominal area. We have the Queen of Wands. You'll notice confidence. You'll feel sure in things. You'll feel really strong in the foundations you've set up for yourself, that you can just receive energy that fills you up rather than always having to try and build for it. And if it wasn't clear enough, we pulled the Hermit. It's like this is a month for a personal journey. This is not a month for other people. This is not a month to really pour into other people. And what you'll find at the end of the month is that you feel a lot more stable. We have the King and Queen of Wands. This is completely balanced energy when it comes to safety, security, stability, stability and also passion and movement. It's saying that even though we've had the energetic new year and you might feel like, oh, it's just not working. We had that first quarter of the year and you're like, that did not go how I expected it to. That did not go to plan. This is fresh energy. This is where it will come from for you. This is your chance, but you need to be more intentional and aware of where your energy is going. Your oracle card here is the second bloom, a second chance. What I'm saying, second quarter, this is the second new year of 2025. We have the second bloom. It's a second chance, it's never too late, and new possibilities. Sort of this fresh start, new start energy. So what are you going to do with it, Cancers? Good luck. Have a great month. Set those boundaries. Be aware. Pay attention. And I'll see you next month. If this reading really resonated with you, I have the link down below so that you can book in your personal reading, because if a collective reading hit like this, imagine what a one-to-one can do. Imagine what one can do just for you. So my link is down there below to book in a reading. But if not, I'll see you next month and have a great month. All right, and now let's move on to Scorpios. Happy April, Scorpios. You have a lot of balance, two sides of the coin here, sort of this duality to your reading this month. So definitely look out for a sign, like look out for those 222s. Look out for that balanced energy, things in pairs, because definitely there's some push and pull energy here, for sure. But we're starting straight out with, we actually have two kings bookending the first half of the reading, but we're starting here with the King of Pentacles, but also the Sun. So King of Pentacles, that's like very sturdy in your abundance, feeling really confident about things like money, finances, abundance, assets, things in your life. And it's okay, Scorpio, if you don't feel this right off the bat. It's saying like this is possible for you this month. And with this manifestation, it could really talk about a manifestation coming in around this. Manifestation coming in around job, around money, around moving, around investing, around assets, those sorts of things. Like these things that add to the abundance of our lives, specifically when it comes to like action and stability. So something you're ready to like put yourself into that is going to return abundance or money, or just like a return to you, something returning to you that fills you up. I feel like this manifestation, it's really starting to click in. Maybe it's big, maybe it's small, maybe it's a lot of little ones, but you're really going to start seeing it throughout this month, and it's going to help you get really clear and kind of fall in love again with the way forward. I feel like maybe you've been a little bit hazy. Maybe you've been like, yeah, I have some plans, but I don't really know if they're working. Yeah, I have some goals, but they feel a bit far off. And this is being like, I'm so in love with the path again and beginning to move forwards. Now, some manifestations are coming in, some clarity is coming in, but this is not a month where it's like huge, big steps. This is a month to stabilize and to feel confident about taking forward, moving forward, really getting moving. But it's just some small baby steps, some small baby steps, because there's a lot of balance here of like, okay, things are coming in, I'm continuing to take action, but I'm also taking rest, which means it's not a hustling month. It's not a push month. It's taking small steps to stay in that alignment. You do not need to change your mindset this month. There might be some people who are like, I don't really know if that's going to work. I don't know if you're right about that. And it's saying that Seven of Pentacles, like, we don't need to change our mindset to overcome things. You just need to stick with you, with what you know, with what you feel, with what you want to do. Because guess what? That's what's got you this far. That has what has resulted in the manifestations coming in. So there's these steps. There's sticking in your own mindset, sticking to your own guns. But then there's also some balance here. Your guides are like, don't forget, these are just small steps. This is also a month about replenishing your energy, replenishing your soul. There is a bit of surrender here. There is a bit of flow. I really think, Scorpios, I'm really getting this message of like, you need to either reinvest yourself into a hobby that you love or some hobbies that you love. I feel like you've fallen out of hobbies. Like you do things with other people, you do your chores, you cook and you clean, but what do you do that is just for you? You haven't been doing it as much. Or Maybe it's time for you to commit to a new hobby. There's something here where it's like, what are you doing with your spare time? Come on, let's move this up. It's just sort of like doing some stuff that sits well with the heart and soul and filling up your cup, because while we have manifestations and light over here, we also have some things that need to be worked through within yourself, some things that you've been neglecting and pushing down. And some of that is just having a good time and having fun and spending your free time the way you want to spend it. Now, finally, we have your oracle card here. This is the sacred waters. This really plays into the end of the reading here. It says nourishment, replenishment, health, rest, self-care. It's saying, yes, this is the month where stuff gets to happen, but most importantly, you are filling up your own cup. You are watering your own garden. You're feeling good and fresh about life again. Okay, Scorpios, that's all I've got for you. If that feels like it hit home and you want to book your own reading, I do have a link down below, because imagine if this one hit, what a personal reading is like, what not just a collective one is. So my link is down below if you want to grab a one-to-one reading. But other than that, have a nourishing and beautiful, beautiful, beautiful April, and I will talk to you in May. And now let's move on to Pisces. Happy April, Pisces. I hope that you're having a great month. I know that was heavy, heavy energy right after your solar return, so let's see what the cards have in store for you this month. I thought it was going to be like a big hitter with a lot of major arcana, which is basically like big, big energy, really big month, but it just starts off really strong. So if the beginning of April is really a lot of energy for you, if you're still coming down to things, or if like a lot of changes happening, that's to be expected. It's just that start energy. Pay attention at the beginning of the month, because we start here with the Hangman. That is right beside the Hierophant. This is saying there are some decisions to be made. There are some things to be put in action. We are taking action towards big goals, big milestones. I'm hearing career for a lot of you, but this is also like milestones in life. This is buying a house. This is going to school. This is meeting some sort of big milestone goal. This is happening for you at the beginning of the month. This I call like the marriage card. It's that big thing you look forward to in your life that you get to celebrate with a lot of people, because you're like, yes, this is a big deal. This is a big thing. This is something I'll look back on and remember in my life. And when you step into that, it's like, you got to do it though. You're standing at the crossroads. You have to take the plunge and make it happen and get it going. You are going to feel so flowy. You're going to feel so inspired. You're going to feel so creative. You're just going to feel in tune with yourself and your energy. This is a month of fresh start when it comes to alignment, of fulfillment, of feeling like you're in the right place. And it's also a month you hold the world in your hands. Do something with this month. Don't just sit and let it pass you by. This is not rest. This is not sitting back and waiting. This is taking this fresh new energy, being creative, making something of April. It's saying focus. Just pick a goal this month, and once you get that one done, on to the next one. If you just have one the whole time, that's okay. Staying focused, putting those blinders on, not taking detours, really being clear, like, yes, this is the goal and this is how I'm going to make it happen. And you're going to start to fall in love with the abundance of your life again. You're going to be like, wow, life is rich. Wow, things are happening for me. I'm really happy with the direction that I'm going in, but you need to put yourself into that direction. It's also a great time to be investing. This is why I'm like, I could see job promotions. I see a lot of Pisces moving. I see big investments happening within yourself. If you don't have the money to do this, maybe it's energetic investments or small monetary investments where you can. Maybe it's investments of your time into these creative projects, into these things. But regardless, everything you put out in April is going to come back to you twofold by the end of the year. Yes, it's a little scary because this change, this action, these shifts that will happen for you this month, they do shake up your foundation. You don't have that stable 4 of Wands, 4 legs on a table energy. You're more in that 3, making space for a journey ahead. But in that space, you find a path towards something so much more sustainable, so much more abundant, and so much more filled with passion and joy than what you had before. Make sure the entire time you're speaking up, you are clear. We don't want to start this path on weak boundaries in energy you're not happy with. So you're speaking up for this month, but you're starting something new, but you have to decide. So this is my big call for you, Pisces. Let's get the ball moving. Let's go. Because your oracle card is the bloom. It's creations realized, right time, right place, harvest, celebration. It's like finally seeing all the outcomes of your action and the harvest from it. It's really bright energy. It's really powerful energy. It's really happening energy. This is like setting the way for manifestations. This is hitting your goals. This is milestones achieved. But you need to take the action. You need to set yourself up to win. So what action are you going to take? How are you going to do that? What are your goals? Get so clear, Pisces. I know you're flowy. I know you're like, we're all one, everything's fine, but it's time to get into that Aries energy. Get into that Taurus energy and ground yourself and move. All right, have a great month, Pisces. If this really resonated with you, I have my link below and you can book a one-to-one reading, because imagine if this really resonated, if this hit, if this was like sparking anything within you, it's collective. I'm not sitting here with you, so imagine what your own reading would be like, and I would love to sit down and do a reading with you. Okay, have a great month. I hope that you thrive. Let's get moving. And that's all I have for all the water signs. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, that's been your reading. Now let's look at some astrological transits that are important for you. On April 12th, we have Venus coming out of retrograde. On April 12th, we have Venus coming out of retrograde. This is that energy of self-love, of creation, of ideas, of inspiration, of the muse, going direct again, no longer being blocked, no longer spiraling within you or feeling stuck. So anyone who got anything with creative, anyone who got that Empress card, got a Queen card, that's when you get to embody the energy that was brought up in that part of your reading. That's when it's going to really feel that momentum. So if you don't feel it till April 12th, that's okay. Might take a few days after even, but it's going direct in Pisces, so you're going to feel really good in that energy again. Then on the same day, April 12th, we have a Libra full moon. A Libra full moon is the realization of your dreams. It's an amazing time to manifest. It's an amazing time to goal set. It's really good of like sitting in the energy and honing the vision and falling in love with the vision of your life, which I know some of you pulled. It's just one of the best days for manifestation. So do something dreamy, indulge, manifest, have just a really self-love night. Then on April 18th, we have Mars entering Leo. So this is fiery, this is fresh. This is when we finally get a big kick of energy. We had Mars in retrograde, we had Mars in a water sign, and now we're finally getting that push. So anyone who's being called to take action, you can take it before, but it's going to feel a lot easier once we hit April 18th. You might have to push a little bit. So push until we get into the natural energy, and then you can allow the momentum to take you. It'll be like, oh my gosh, I was just pushing. I was running in the water and now all of a sudden I'm running like full speed on ground, and you'll just get so much further. So those are the astrological transits I think that are important for the readings I did today. There's more. If you want to hear them, I'll link the April forecast from my podcast, Divine Gossip Girls, down below, and you can listen to that and hear all about them. With that being said, that's all for April, and I will see you next time for May. I love you. Thanks for sticking around. Let me know your sign below. I'd love to hear who you are, what's your sign, how the reading is resonating for you, and I'll see you next month for May, okay?